everyone, welcome to Dara's React. So on this YouTube channel, we talk about beauty products, we talk about fashion, we talk about lifestyle, yes, and we also talk about anything trendy and cheeky. Yes, this is your girl, your host, the one and only host, Dara herself. Yay! Yes, and today's topic is the hot one per se. And mind you, I have my glass of wine. So this is like one of the topics today. Yeah. Cheers, by the way. So yeah. Mm. Yes. So this is just to charge me up, because this topic is something I want to share, and I'm happy because a message someone sent it to me. So first thing, I have to read up what someone sent to me. Um, Hold on. So she said, "Hi, Daryl. Thank you for this show. I'm excited about this show. Well, please, I need you to tell me or us how to compose ourselves on a first date." Hmm. That's it, girl. Yes, I'm gonna drop this message on the screen so you see what she said on her message on a first date. I'm happy she asked me this question because most of you now your ears are open like this. But please, before I get into this conversation right now, if you're new to this channel, please endeavor to follow us, or rather subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and share, and also turn on your notification button just in case you have news like this popping up on our screen and your TV, on your phone. You love to hear more and be the first person to watch it. Yes. Now, welcome back to this question. I love this. So, guys, I want to talk about etiquette. Etiquette is very essential for every girl. And I think this question is for just ladies. But in a way, guys are also part of it. But today, I want to talk about the guys. I want to talk about the ladies today. Yes. So, I'm really excited, honestly, about this particular one. So, guys, you said etiquette on how to compose yourself on a very first date. Now, most of you guys, when you're going for dates, you're putting everything around and when you want to be gang, and you get there and mess yourself up, and the guy will not even talk to you guys again after that date. So here are the tips on how to compose yourself on the first date. Now, number one, I actually did some research, and I also want to tell you from my experience so far, and people around me too, what I've learned and observed from them. Okay, so guys, there are do's and don'ts you don't do on a first date. I said that. There are rules, do's and don'ts you don't do on a first date. Yes. You have to give yourself some senses. Yes. So first thing, maybe you met this guy on the internet, websites, some apps, some dating apps. I don't know how you guys met on the road, whatever it is. And you guys have been talking because you have to keep talking to somebody first before you go on a date, on your first date per se. So you guys have been talking and it's been going well. And he decides to take you out on a date. Now, I'm going to refer to the girls because a girl asked me this question, not a guy. So I'm going to tell her things to do and not what to do. So listen. He invites you on a first date and say, "Hey girl, I would like us to go on a first date or on a date. Hope you don't mind." You're like, "Okay, fine and good." Now, I know in every girl's mind, the first thing you do, you start thinking, "Oh my gosh, anxiety comes in. Oh my God, stress comes in. Oh, what would I wear? How would I look? How would this one? What's it going to look like?" All those questions keep popping out in your head as a girl. Girl, calm down. Baby, calm down. Calm down. Just like grandma, calm down, girl. It's not a do or die affair. You don't have to be anxious about it. Yes, I know anxiety is natural. It comes when someone asks you out on a first date. You want to look nice, you want to look all this and all of that. Yes, it's very important. But you need to slow down on it because it can get you worked out, stressed out, and at the end of it, when you go for that date, you might not end up being sad, or you might end up not even performing well because of the way you have stressed yourself out all through before the date. you know. Okay. So now I'm going to jump into what to talk about on your first date and all of that. No, no, before that, I have to talk about dressing. Most of you, because it's your first date, because somebody's son asked you to come on a date, is that time you know you want to buy a dress. You start asking him for money for a dress. That's what you guys do. Why? Why do you guys do you girls do such terrible, such dirty, such tacky thing? Why? So before this guy came into existence to ask for out, don't you have wears? Don't you have things to wear? Don't you go out? You know, it baffles me sometimes the way we girls think. It's absurd, like it's not encouraging at all. It's not nice. Now you start asking somebody's son that on his own that wants to take you out for a dinner or a dinner date or a lunch date. You start asking him for clothes. I want to make my hair. I want to buy some clothes. I want to. Who cares? Nobody cares, girl. Before him, before him, you've been dressing well. So please, now the dress part of it, learn to wear what you have. You can slay in anything you have, whether old or new. If you have the money to buy yourself a nice, good wear, fine and good. If you don't have the money, wear what you have and go for the date. Now, most of you, again, will want to show breasts, want to show ass. For those that have big ass and big breasts, you want to show it off. I'm not saying you shouldn't show off God's creation, what God made for you. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. But you don't dress tacky for dates. On your first date, besides, he's not dating you. He just called you out for a first date. So he's not dating you. So you don't have to look like a hungry person. Okay? So dressing, so dress, like you see, how you dress is how you want to be approached, right? So I think you should dress properly. I'm not saying you should wear a tuxedo to a club, or you should wear a t-shirt and a shirt to a dinner date. I'm not saying that. But all I'm saying is dress responsibly, dress classy for a girl. You don't have to dress like a street girl. You're going for a date because someone called you for a date. You have to wear torn dresses or torn outfits or whatever thing. You're naked and just because you want to impress somebody's son. Listen, yeah. If you're the type that wear those things on a first date, honestly, you are just there for knacks. I guarantee you that. You're just there for the knacks. But do you know what it looks like when you walk in on a date? First date, because first impression matters. You walk in on your first date and you're looking all classy and elegant. Like you have a modest dress, maybe a trousers, maybe a shirt, maybe a dress, maybe a skirt, whatever how you want to pair it up. You look elegant. I'm going to show you some pictures of how to dress on your first date if you want to, but I think that's the right way to dress on your first date. Because how you go in there matters. People might even see you and you can never tell what happens there. You can never tell. So please learn to dress properly on your first date. Do not be naked. Do not look tacky or hungry because you want to expose your boobies, your butt and all of that. Nah, don't do that. It's your first date. Have an impression. Yes, so dressing out of it. Now, are you the type that just like talking? You just want to talk. Yeah, it's always good to focus on listening. Learn to listen when somebody's talking. I'm the type that I love to listen, like I really love to listen when somebody's talking. I'm very good in that. I will listen to the end of it. And if I want to drop something, I can drop it afterward, but I listen very well. So learn to listen when you're on a date, get to know the person. Just be the type that listens very well. And also note that there are some conversations, there's some topic you cannot bring up on the first date. Because first is you cannot bring up sex related topics on your first date. You cannot bring up money on your first date. No. And some things you cannot bring up on your first date. Don't even try it. How can you bring up sex related topic on your first date? So what are you thinking? Honestly, the guy that moment, what is going through his head is how to get you laid, and it ends there. Nothing more. It ends there. Go and search. Most of the relationships that are based on sex ends on sex. Nothing serious comes from it. A guy would prefer to go and date that girl out there that knows what she wants. So sex is not first date is not all about your body. Don't do that. Don't talk about sex. Don't talk about money. Knows that it's not important. And don't ask people how much they earn on the first date. You're not their employee. Don't ask them how much they earn on the first date. Especially girls. I've seen girls ask guys, what's your salary base? How much do you earn? Can you take care of me? On a first date, girl, relax. Calm down. Have a chill pill. On the first date, you're asking her how much the person earns. Does it make sense to you? It doesn't make sense. So these are the things, your do's and don'ts. Don't even try it again. If you decide to do that, don't try it. So you end up asking good questions that will make the person want to know, oh, this person is sound, this person is very intelligent, this person is smart. Talk about business. Don't bring money, and all that on your first date. Don't do that. It's not nice. Now, the third tip is boost your confidence. Most of you have very low confidence. You guys cannot even, your self-esteem is very low. You feel so intimidated outside. No. She's my dear. Learn to boost your confidence. Learn to be yourself. Learn to carry yourself. Your charisma. How you carry yourself shows how the other person will treat you. Do you understand? So learn to carry yourself. It's very important how you carry yourself. Compose yourself. It matters a lot. And your body language, learn to carry that. That's the charisma. When you have a very strong body language, it's very powerful. Okay, so learn to carry yourself when you're in public, on a first date, whatever it is, Yeah. Then listening game, I said it the first time. So we all love to talk about ourselves. Yes, I love to talk about myself. I love to talk about myself a lot. Like I want to talk and all of that. But I have boundaries. Learn to have boundaries, because don't assume that your date is interested in knowing more about you, just like you do. Most times you think your dates want to know more about you because you're eager to know more about him. Most of them don't even care to know more about you. So learn to say things, bit by bit, and learn to listen to. So that's the fourth one. Now the fifth one is learn to create a very strong first impression. So for instance, what do you leave on a date? What is somebody what would they remember you for? Is it that you talk too much? Or is it that you're very intelligent? What exactly? For me, I have a very infectious smile. I smile a lot. So you should learn how to smile a lot, because most people like people being happy. When you're not happy, people don't want to be around you. Do you understand? So learn to have your strong first impression captivating, whatever you want to do. Maybe your smile, maybe your appearance, whatever it is. Then just learn to know it, and be happy. People like people when they smile because they see you as a happy person. It's a sign of happiness around you. So learn to have a strong impression on people. Now, the don'ts you should never do. It's a lot, my dear. Most of you love to complain. Just for instance, now this glass of wine now I have here now. Maybe the waiter brings it in a wrong way. You're complaining, oh, this waiter, this one, oh, this, why? On your first date, can't you just be like, oh, it's fine, it's okay. Even if the waiter is wrong, oh, don't worry, I'm okay with it, it's fine. You know, it's your first date because the person you're on the first date is actually watching you. They're trying to know how you're going to react. What is your impression? What will you dish out there? And you're there shouting, yeah, 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 yeah. How? No, girl, don't do that. Stop complaining because people actually hate people that complain too much. If you complain too much, people run away from you. If you're a complainer, people run away from you. So learn not to complain on your first date. It makes people feel you bring in negative energy and all of that. So please don't do that on your first date. And it makes people run away from you too. After that first date, they'll run away. Then learn not to bring up health issues. Most of you, you're helping your grandfather. Your grandfather is in a sick bed. Your grandmother is dying. This one is dying. On the first date, wahala. Is that time you want to bring your family health issues on the table? No, don't do that. It's not nice. So it actually makes the other person scared of you and say, I can't call this person out again because she has too many issues. She has too many trouble everywhere from their lineage or whatever it is. No, I'm running from this person. Learn not to bring your family health issues on the table. Even if you have, don't even bring it up at that moment. It's not important. Then learn not to discuss about your exes. Most of you, my ex is a bad person. My ex is this one. Man, goodness. So when you actually say that, your date will be like, so what if I break up with this girl tomorrow? What would you tell the next person? I'm a bad person too. I'm this, I'm that. So even if they ask you those questions about your ex, you can tell them, oh no, it's too sudden. We can talk about this some other time. Not today, not now. At least try to give yourself some respect and your ex some respect too. Then the other person sees you as someone that is responsible and very respectful too. Maybe you're not though, but that moment, try and be. Now, another one is religion. Learn not to talk about religion when you're on your first date. Most of you want to tell us how your pastor is the best pastor or how your church is the best church in the world. We don't care about it. It's a first date. Learn because you don't even know people's opinion on religion. So don't bring it up on your first date. You can be later on, maybe when you guys are dating or maybe the third date or thereabouts. It could be on that, but not on the first date, please. I'm warning you, Kechinyere. Don't do this again. Don't mind me. Then don't talk about yourself a lot. Don't get too personal because the other person might want to know about you, like more about you, out of their curiosity. But please be open. Tell them, but have boundaries. They shouldn't know everything about you in just one day. No, they shouldn't know anything about you in just one day. Have boundaries, and everything will be fine. Yes. Then, lastly, learn not to talk about politics. Most of you talk too much. My father is this one. This party is that one. Do you even know who is on the table with you? Most people disguise to be something because they want to find true love and all of that. But you, toku, do you want to talk about how party A did this, party B did this? No. It's your first date. You might get to know the person afterwards, and you guys can talk about the politics thing. Then it's friendship and not just meet on the first date. And let's not talk about politics because you don't know who's going for that date and who they are. So let's keep things to yourself. And that's it on do's and don'ts on your first date. Now, and when the food comes, girl, learn to order for what you can afford. Most of you out there, you guys like food. You want to order for the whole heaven because it's not your money, Abby. Let's eat him down. Let's order for this. And on the norms, you can't even order for that thing for yourself. On the norms, you can't even pay for it. Learn to curtail yourself. Learn to order for what you can pay for. What if something goes wrong on that date? Who pays for the bill? You pay for the bill. The guy can start to walk away from you, on you, and you pay for the bill. So learn to order for what you can eat, and learn not to order for everything on the menu, because most times you order for something and you can't even eat it because you want to take pictures and all of that. Learn to order for what you can eat. I beg you. Just stop doing paparazzi whereas you can't even eat it. Yes. And lastly, when given a glass of champagne, a glass of wine, whichever cup or glass they want to serve you with, or as long as it has a tail, learn to hold your glass like this. It's very important. Hold it by the tail. This way or this way. Do not ever hold your glass like this. I beg. I think God beg you. Don't even try that. It's not nice. Nah, don't try to hold your glass like this. Who holds glass like this? No. Please, the right way to hold a glass of wine is by the tail. Like this. And one thing again I've observed is that when people do cheers, you people don't take your drink. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I've been to different gatherings and I'm like, people do cheers, 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 and they just drop their glass. They don't even drink it. Goodness. Goodness. Please. Once you hear cheers, you cheers and you drink. That's it. You don't cheers and you drop your glass back. It is wrong. It's very wrong. You cheers and you drink. Even if you don't want to drink, make sure the drink gets your mouth, your lip, a little bit of it should go in. That's what the cheers is all about. Yes, my people. I know it's hot battles today. Now, lastly, after your date, what do you do after your date? You go home, peck on the cheek, and you go home. And now when you go home, try to send appreciation messages, because it's not easy for someone to call you out on a date and pay your bills. No, it's not easy. Try to send a message like, oh, thank you for today. I had a great time with you today. I would love to do this again. Don't always wait for the guys to do it. The guys took you out. They took you out. So you do the appreciation message. Try and say, hey, thank you for today. I had fun. It was a great time meeting you. I would love to do this again. Maybe same place, anywhere. We could do this together. Thank you. Now, when you send a message, do not wait for him. Do not pressure him to reply you. Don't say, you're not responding now. Oh, you're not doing this. Don't do that. Allow him. Don't be impatient, because you might seem desperate when you do all those things. Have a chill, pure, relax. If the guy doesn't respond, fine. If he responds, good for you. So if he doesn't respond, so it's here for you to not sit back and think, what did you do and what did you not do? So on your next days, you know what to do and what not to do again. So guys, this is all we have for this episode, and it was nice telling you guys this. Rita, I am very grateful you asked me to do this particular one. It's a good one. And guys, please, if you have a lot of questions to ask, feel free to ask us any question of your choice, and we're here to react to it. We are here to share our opinion on it. And it was nice talking to you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. Kisses. This is your girl Dara and your host for today.